everybody, my name is Ethan. Welcome back to the Go Battle League, where today we're going to be hopping into the Willpower Cup featuring a very fun team of Shadow Lugia, Obstagoon, and Medicham. Now, I forgot to put the Shadow emblem or whatever marker on the Lugia there. No, it's Shadow, and it's not great IVs, but it's a very interesting mon. The Dragon Tails do a lot in this cup. And if you don't know about this cup, it is pretty self-explanatory. It is only 3 types allowed. You have to have one of these 3 types, that being Fighting, Dark, and Psychic. So if you have one of those types, then that is good. And I also believe that Gardevoir is not allowed in this cup. So that's pretty good because it has access to Charm, which does really well. Obviously, this Latios here also has access to Charm. And we have 2 Pokemon that are not necessarily the best against Charmers in this cup. Obviously, both are going to be losing to it. But we are able to get to back-to-back Night Slashes. And they actually catch the second Night Slash onto the Alolan Raichu. So now I'm going to be able to bring in my Medicham and up a shield here. It shouldn't be too bad of an issue. I'm going to end up not shielding this one just in case they Thunder Punch. They do end up wild charging, but I am able to just farm down now and throw the Ice Punch, which allows me to take out this Latios. Obviously, Dragon type is very weak to Ice type moves, and we win that one with an extra shield. So this team is very fun. Shadow Lugia is very fun to play with. Gothitelle is another Pokemon that has access to Charm, so you definitely have to watch out for it. Most of the time, I did end up seeing it on the lead. This Gothitelle is going to end up catching the Sky Attack onto their Sableye. We have a really good answer to Sableye in the back, that being Obstagoon, because it resists both Shadow Claw, which is triple resisted, and also Dark type move Foul Play, which is just single resisted. So the only thing they're going to be able to do is build up to that big return. That obviously does a ton of damage, but now I'm going to be able to completely farm down this Sableye, and that's going to allow me to get 2 Night Slashes off. Potentially 2 Night Slashes off against this Toxicroak here. Yes, we get both Night Slashes, which is really good. Even though they were resisted, that chips down this Toxicroak to about half health. Now we have a really good answer to Toxicroak, even though this is a Poison Jab variant in the form of Medicham. Medicham's going to be able to throw a Ice Punch against this Gothitelle now. They're going to keep swapping out, swapping in, swapping out, right? And we're going to bring back in Lugia here because Lugia has a better matchup against Gothitelle. Now, you do have to watch out. It has access to Rock Slide. I didn't actually know that. I know it has a really high attack stat, so I didn't want to risk it and have it be, Dazzling Gleam or a Psyshock or something. I don't know. Something crazy like a Shadow Ball maybe it had. So better safe than sorry to just shield that. And we do end up Dragon Tailing down. Hopping into the next game here against Eric Code. A lot of people have really weird names, guys. Drapion on the lead. Definitely a tough lead for this matchup. We're going to go for 4 Dragon Tails and then swap out. They do end up having a Scrafty. Now, because they allowed us to get a little bit extra energy, we're going to be able to get to a Cross Chop here, which does a ton of damage to the Scrafty. The only issue is that a Power-Up Punch is going to do basically the same amount of damage back and boost its attack. So now we are down a Mon, but we and can bring in Medicham here, and Medicham's going to be able to farm down the Scrafty, not really needing to shield here because it's only a Power-Up Punch. Now they're going to bring in a Mew, and this is pretty much good game. I can already tell because Mew has a awesome matchup against Medicham here. What is very concerning is the charge move, maybe a wild charge, but it's actually a flame charge. So that's even worse for me because you never want to shield the first flame charge because obviously it boosts the next attack. So now I'm going to just let this one go and hope to farm down with the Dragon Tails using Shadow Lugia. Now, let me say, would I recommend this team? I don't think so. If you noticed, all the Pokemon are weak to the Fairy type. So if there is a Fairy type or a Charmer, it's not going to be the best because Dragon Tail is resisted by Fairy types. And obviously, we have a Dark type and a Fighting type in the back. So Fairy's going to do really well. Charm is going to do really well against our backline. Hopping into the next battle against the Deoxys. Obviously, really good because of the ability to just get off those neutral Dragon Tails, but they swap into an Obstagoon I'm going to swap into my Medicham here, which is just a great matchup. Not going to shield the first one just in case they do get the boost. And we are going to be able to throw this Psychic against the Toxicroak. Boom! They decide not to shield that, guys. You really want to shield the Psychic if you are running something that is 4 times weak to Psychic type moves. Hopping into the next one against another Toxicroak lead. Again, another really good lead. Alolan Raichu comes in, and we do have a pretty good answer here in the form of Obstagoon. Now, Obstagoon obviously is not going to be doing good damage or even effective damage with the counters or the cross chop, but we do have Night Slash, which is going to do super effective damage. Now, I wanted to watch out for the Wild Charge, but now that I know it's a Thunder Punch, I'm not going to shield this. So the Thunder Punch comes through. That's pretty crazy. That still does a ton of damage. Alolan Raichu is actually a very interesting mon. Might end up running it in my next video. Now, I don't really have to shield here because I have a good matchup against Toxicroak, regardless of what Pokemon is going into it, whether it's the Medicham or whether it is the other mon. And guy decides to just stop playing the game. You know what, guys? This is why you run Shadow Lugia. It makes your opponent leave the match. Like, they have an Umbreon here. This is honestly a good matchup for the Umbreon. Medicham obviously does super effective with counter, but the Obstagoon's out of the way. I don't really know why they decided to leave this match, guys. But this gives me the chance, while we're farming down this Umbreon, to say thank you guys so much for the recent support on all the videos. If you do want to get some more content from me, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps the channel out a lot, and it helps us grow, and we've grown so much, as you guys know. So thank you guys. And let's see this Psychic boom the Toxicroak, the AFK Toxicroak. There it is, guys. That is very, very nice. And I think that's the last battle. So sorry about the farm down on the last battle. I should have rearranged it so it wasn't like that. But if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below which battle was your favorite, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.